Hey, Coronation Street fans, welcome back to our channel. We've got 13 huge spoilers for you from July 15th to the 19th, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single detail. First up, the race is on to find Lauren Bolton. But the big question is, who'll get to her first? The tension is real. News of Mason's release is causing quite a stir in the community. Several residents are on edge, and it's easy to see why. And if that's not enough drama, Betsy is up to her old tricks, resorting to blackmail once again. How far will she go this time? Make sure you stay tuned for all these twists and turns, and so much more, happening next week on Coronation Street. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest spoilers and updates. Like this video if you're excited for next week's episodes, and leave a comment below with your predictions. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the Corrie spirit alive. 1. Roy's sighting is investigated. A nurse at the hospital confirms that Roy did receive a mysterious visit from a blonde-haired girl, supporting his claim of seeing Lauren. Dee-Dee keeps Bethany and Joel informed, explaining that the police will review CCTV footage to verify if it was indeed her. Roy is thrilled at the possibility that Lauren is still alive, but Nina is less enthusiastic, arguing that Lauren should have come back months ago to clear his name. 2. Bethany and Sarah make a new discovery. Bethany does her own detective work, figuring out that the coat Lauren has been wearing matches the one worn by the girl who was using her stolen work credit card. It seems that Lauren was responsible for swiping the card shortly before she disappeared. As Bethany has a list of transactions, there are plenty of clues to follow to potentially track Lauren down again. 3. Joel and Dee-Dee set a date. Joel is doing his best to stay focused on his upcoming wedding, even though he's terrified that Lauren might come back and reveal his darkest secrets. He shares the exciting news with Dee-Dee, letting her know that he has set the date for their big day on September 27th. The countdown to the ceremony has officially begun, and there's a mix of excitement and anxiety in the air. Despite his efforts to stay positive, Joel can't help but get distracted. Just when he thinks he can relax and enjoy the wedding planning, he receives another blackmail text from Betsy. She's demanding more money, and the stress is starting to get to him. It's like he can't catch a break. Every time he tries to move forward, something pulls him back. The pressure is mounting as Joel juggles the joy of his upcoming wedding with the constant fear of his secrets being exposed. He's caught in a tough spot, trying to keep everything together for Dee-Dee and their future, while also dealing with Betsy's relentless demands. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and Joel is struggling to keep it all from crashing down. 4. Dee-Dee and Bethany go on the hunt for Lauren. Dee-Dee and Bethany use Lauren's credit card transactions to track down her whereabouts, and they try looking in Warrington. A homeless woman approaches them and reveals that Lauren is squatting in a nearby pub. When Dee-Dee texts Joel to let him know how it's going, she's unaware that she's giving Lauren's attacker a head start to potentially find her first. 5. Nina encourages Roy to leave. Roy is finally discharged from the hospital after his heart attack, but he's pretty nervous about leaving the safety and comfort of the place. It's been his secure spot during a really scary time, and stepping out into the world again feels a bit overwhelming for him. Back at the flat, Nina can't help but worry about Roy. She's been by his side through it all and knows how fragile he still is. She's thinking ahead and suggests that maybe Roy should take a break and go stay with Kathy in Scarborough for a few days. A change of scenery might do him some good and help him recover away from all the stress. Roy isn't sure about the idea, though. He's grateful for Nina's concern, but feels a bit uneasy about leaving home. It's a tough balance, wanting to get better, but also feeling the pull of familiar surroundings. Nina's suggestion makes sense, but Roy needs some time to decide what's best for him. 6. Lauren returns again. Lauren bravely visits the cafe and makes an emotional apology to Roy for all the trauma he suffered while she was missing. Bobby takes pity on Lauren at the Rovers and invites her to stay with him and Carla that night. This goes down badly with Carla, who can't forgive Lauren for letting Roy get wrongly accused for so long. 7. Maria breaks the news about Mason. Dylan is really excited about the chance to earn some extra cash. Stu has agreed to give him a trial shift at Speed Dial, and he's looking forward to proving himself and making a good impression. It's a big deal for Dylan, and he's feeling hopeful about this new opportunity. Just as things are starting to look up, Maria drops a bombshell that shakes everyone. She announces that Mason has been released from the Young Offenders Center. The news hits hard, especially for Dylan and Sean, who immediately feel a wave of worry wash over them. The mood shifts quickly from celebration to concern. Dylan, who was just getting excited about his trial shift, now finds himself distracted by thoughts of Mason's return. Sean is equally anxious, knowing how much trouble Mason has caused in the past. It's a lot to take in, and the sense of unease hangs in the air as they try to process the news. 8. Carla receives threats from Betsy. Carla has a chance encounter with the group of thugs who recently confronted Roy. She decides to give the gang a piece of her mind. Things escalate when Carla opens her car door and knocks one of the lads from his bike, which sends him flying. Betsy witnesses the incident and warns Carla that she'll only keep quiet in return for a longer-term job at the factory. 9. Beth is next on Betsy's hit list. Betsy catches Beth red-handed at the factory, where she's up to something shady behind Carla's back. It turns out Beth is quietly sewing counterfeit labels onto knockoff t-shirts, trying to pull off a scheme under the radar. When Betsy confronts her about it, the tension rises as Beth realizes she's been caught. Instead of exposing Beth, Betsy sees an opportunity. She demands a piece of the action in exchange for keeping quiet about Beth's activities. It's a risky move, but Betsy isn't one to pass up on a chance to profit. The situation quickly becomes a game of bargaining and secrecy, as Beth weighs her options and tries to figure out how to handle Betsy's unexpected demand. 10. Kit remains curious over Craig. Following recent tensions between the two police colleagues, Kit approaches Kirk for some insider information on Craig. Kirk heaps praise on Craig for being such an honest person, leaving Kit worried that he could ultimately be exposed for interfering in Gemma's recent robbery case. 11. Leanne pressures Amy. Leanne is diving headfirst into her new role within the Institute, eager to expand its ranks. With her recent promotion in the sinister cult, she's now focusing her attention on recruiting new members, particularly targeting Amy. Leanne's approach is persistent, putting subtle but steady pressure on Amy to join their ranks. Amy finds herself caught in a tug-of-war between curiosity and caution. Leanne's influence and the allure of belonging to something bigger than herself weigh on her mind. As Leanne continues to extend the invitation, Amy wrestles with the temptation to join the Institute and the uncertainties about what it entails. The situation builds tension as Amy navigates Leanne's persuasive tactics while trying to make a decision that could impact her future. 12. Rowan gets sneakier in his quest for money. Rowan encourages Leanne to invest $40,000 in the Institute now that she's such a committed member. The villain also uses his knowledge of Nick and Toya's betrayal to his advantage, threatening to expose the truth if Nick doesn't invest in the Institute's new resource center. Toya continues to secretly investigate Rowan's past and steals his driving license from his coat pocket. Will this help to turn the tables on him? 13. Bernie makes an offer. Chesney and Gemma are facing a daunting situation as they confront the reality of being evicted. With uncertainty looming over their future, they're understandably worried about where they'll go next. The stress of finding a new place to live weighs heavily on them, adding pressure to an already challenging time. Amidst their concerns, Bernie steps in with a gesture of support. She reaches out to Gemma, offering a place for the kids to stay while Chesney and Gemma figure things out. It's a significant offer, especially considering the recent tension between Gemma and Bernie. Now, Gemma must decide whether to accept Bernie's olive branch and allow her children to stay with her, navigating the complexities of family dynamics during a tough period of their lives. Thanks for watching, Coronation Street fans. We've dished out some major spoilers for next week, from the search for Lauren Bolton to the drama surrounding Mason's release and Betsy's latest schemes. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the latest twists and turns. Drop your predictions in the comments below and hit the like button if you're excited for what's to come. See you next time.